Today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Colts and the Lions coming up next.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 20. Six-yard line. Here's Richardson throwing on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Deep for Detroit, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw. Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Hooker. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Richardson now looking to throw on second down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Colts. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession, as they've got it with a first and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Oh, what a move. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now Richardson on first and 10. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Williams. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. throwing on first down. Hooker.
He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hooker. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, Hooker. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Hooker. Busts through the tackle. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Richardson.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Richardson. Left side, Doyle with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw again. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught.
Richardson's pass. Complete to Michael Pittman.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Colts. It's complete. Jack Doyle, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts have taken the lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Williams to return.
And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go. Let's go. 1st and
Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hooker.
He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Let's bring it.
Operating from the gun. Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Back to throw. Hooker. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Shaking his head after that when they had the play call they wanted.
I'm shaking my head as well. Tight end in this spot, that's a primary chance for him to catch the ball and make a big play, and he didn't get it done.
Here's Jack Fox now.
As he'll kick it away for the second time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA's. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They start the second half here with Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Running is Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
6 makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Hooker. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. A little juke, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go. Michael Pittman.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Richardson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he's brought down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Throwing on 1st down. Hooker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hooker. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Hooker. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 44 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Seibert on for the PAT. Now, we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Marlon Mack ready to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Richardson.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Richardson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Throwing to start the drive. Hooker. This is caught by Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, Hooker. He wants Reynolds way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
To throw on 2nd down, Hooker. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift from 4 yards out. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Off play action. Richardson.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Indy.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Looking to throw. Richardson out of his hands quickly to Pittman. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Williams now on the return.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
It's been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. To return it is Mack. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Richardson on first down. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
First down, Colts.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
And this one complete to Doolin.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. As a quarterback, this is where you look for those instincts to really kick in and take over, right?
Yeah, you can't force it downfield because if you throw an interception here, the game could be over.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Again, it's Williams. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. From the gun, Hooker. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on fourth down, and the Colts are going to take over with the football. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. They'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back to throw. He's got Jack Doyle, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time, second goal. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone.